So I made a video about this topic a few years ago. It was muted as I was recording, and a viewer told me that that was an act of God preventing me from sharing this information because I would mislead people. Essentially, I think the criticism of superstition is imperative because if we do not tackle this issue, it will halt human intellectual progress. Mental illness was once thought to be caused by the possession of demonic spirits within a person, and so exorcists would essentially try to exorcise the demonic spirits out of the person. Now, science tells us mental illnesses like schizophrenia, for example, are caused by excess dopamine in the brain, and sometimes drug abuse can lead to an excess of dopamine in the brain, leading to psychotic symptoms similar to those positive symptoms of schizophrenia. Now, we don't know everything that there is about the cause of these disorders. I think it's foolish for atheists to say that there is no God, because that implies they know everything there is about the nature of reality. That's why I emphasize the importance of having an agnostic stance, because that allows you to question rather than saying, I know God doesn't exist. I know there is no afterlife. You do not know. You simply cannot find observable evidence of these spiritual phenomena. And so the video I made a few years ago was essentially a response to a Christian channel of an atheist describing how he saw hell during a near-death experience, and that prompted him to seek God and become a Christian. Now, a lot of Christians will see this video and say this is the truth, right? There's no agenda behind this. Or maybe some of them know there's an agenda behind it, but they use it to fearmonger people into believing in the existence of the Abrahamic God. So how do you know this man was ever an atheist to begin with? It could have all been set up, could have been scripted. He could have been paid to tell people of this experience, right? If he cares more about money than truth. He could have been exposed to biblical imagery from a young age, from the people around him, in the media, and then he sees it within his dreams. It's like when you see a family member who passed away in your dreams, where you often may have a strong emotional connection to this person. You've been around them your whole life, and now you're seeing them within your dreams because they're important to you, right? Is there a spiritual aspect to that? I don't know, but if you had never seen that biblical imagery, you would have never dreamed about Jesus Christ, because you would have never known in the existence of this prophetic character. And how would you have viewed that prophetic character in your dream? How would Muslims have viewed the Prophet Muhammad in their dreams when he is not to be idolized or portrayed in a physical form? Or if you're going to be watching Hollywood movies and you see that Hollywood character within your dream, well, you saw that on TV. And how did hell look within your dreams? A lot of these supernatural near-death experiences where atheists view hell, well, they purport it to be that sort of Dante's Inferno-esque depiction of the 7 layers of hell. Lava, magma, volcanoes, underground caves, the Earth's core.
The idea of heaven and hell is not always
Quite literally a place underground where people suffer, and heaven is not a place in the
heaven
sky.
can also represent.
An ideal of what we don't have on Earth. But, the way a lot of these people describe their supernatural experiences is in human material terms, so it makes it less convincing to me.
Especially considering that one of many words translated from Hebrew meaning hell in biblical scripture refers to a place in Jerusalem where bodies were burned in a pit of fire.